Hi, in my last video, you may recall that I had decided to make a move from using moonlighters, which presented some ethical problems with some of the architect clients that I was dealing with, to using only AutoCAD collaborators that were self-employed on a full-time basis, and it was much more problematical and complicated because even in a city the size of Dallas, at that time there really weren't that many collaborators that were working full-time, and I had to rely then on people that were further away, getting into the outskirts of town, and actually, after a while, I found myself recruiting people in other cities and even in other states. After a year or so, we had collaborators that were spread out all the way from Hawaii to Connecticut, and I put everybody in touch with everybody else. Everybody had each other's telephone numbers and email addresses. The idea here was that if everybody could stay in close contact with each other, we would have a much better, more productive team to do our work. And the thing that I began to notice too is that since everybody had each other's contact information, everybody, I think, really began to realize how much money each other was making, and I began to realize that everybody gradually was asking for higher and higher rates of pay. And when we got into a situation where maybe I was resisting going up, I was starting to see that, well, one person or another would find some excuse why they couldn't work. There would be a wedding that would come up, or somebody's son was in a diving competition, there was a funeral or whatever, and it always seemed to happen around the time that we'd have a deadline. I also began to notice that in the ebbs and flows of work, if we were beginning to run out of work, the production would slow down, and it was difficult to really get that last project finished on time because everybody wanted to string it out. So I began exploring the possibilities of hiring architect AutoCAD collaborators in other countries. I obtained the email addresses from prospects and began sending out letters, and it took a long time. These contacts are not that easy to come by. And I started to realize that some of the people that I was contacting in other countries had good AutoCAD skills. And that varied all over the place. I mean, some people seemed to be very knowledgeable about United States style of materials and methods of construction, and others didn't have a clue. And so it took a while to wade through it. I devised AutoCAD skills tests that I passed out to everybody, and it was amazing some of the differences in responses I got back. I was grading on the basis of skills, speed, and accuracy, and it varied all over the place. So I was developing a database of people that were interested, but I really hadn't made any move yet to actually employ any of them on a project. And while I was undecided as to what to do, the team of people that I had working for me in the United States kind of helped me make a decision. And on the next video that I share with you, I'll tell you a little bit about how the transition from national to international collaborators took place. In the meantime, if you're interested in our possibly doing some business together, give me a call at 214-304-2850. Call me any time of the day or any time of the week or month or year, 24/7, 365, and let's talk. Or you can get in touch with me by email at archline@archline.com. Thanks a lot, and I look forward to talking with you.